So guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to my full FIFA 19 Team of the Week 15 prediction. Team of the Week 15 is looking pretty good and I think EA will look to stack it with good players, with this being the Team of the Week that will follow Christmas. Anyway, before we look into Team of the Week 15, let's quickly recap last week's Team of the Week 14 predictions. I did alright. I actually guessed the goalkeeper right for once, which is a shock. I'm normally pretty good at predicting the outfield players, but the goalkeepers I seem to struggle with. I should have included Danny Ings last week. That was a silly mistake on my part to leave him out. Jonathan and Eric both pointed out last week that I should have included Edson Alvarez, and they were absolutely spot on. Anyway, before we get into my Team of the Week 15 predictions, in the comments below, make sure you let me know who you think will feature in the upcoming Team of the Week. If you could leave a like on the video, that would be awesome, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Okay then, here we go. The two goalkeepers I've gone for this week. On the left we have Lafon and on the right we have Ben Foster. Lafon on the left made 5 saves in a 1-0 win for Fiorentina against AC Milan. I actually do expect an inform to come from this match and I think it'll either go to the goalkeeper or the centre-back Hugo Vieira. On the right side of this page is Watford's Ben Foster, who could get a second inform this week. He made 7 saves in a 2-0 win for Watford against West Ham, and he also featured in the Premier League Team of the Week, so that's why I've opted for him. Other goalkeepers who could get in this week, you've got Begovic, who made 5 saves and kept a clean sheet in a win for Bournemouth. Kasper Schmeichel made 5 saves in a win against Chelsea. Oblak made 4 saves in a win for Atletico Madrid, and Alisson was really good as Liverpool beat Wolves. Moving on to the first page of defenders, potentially we could have some really good defensive players in the upcoming Team of the Week. Let's start by talking about Raul Albiol. He scored the only goal as Napoli beat Spal 1-0. 1 goal and a clean sheet could be enough to see him feature in the upcoming Team of the Week. In the middle of the page is a potential third inform Lala. Now, it's worth me saying I'm not actually sure if Lala's going to get the inform because Strasbourg have a couple of players who could get the inform instead. So they won 2-0 in their match and Lala got both assists for the goals. In this game, a centre-back named Kone got one of the goals, so he could be selected ahead of Lala. Or another player that could be selected ahead of Lala is the goalkeeper Sells, who kept a clean sheet in this match and also saved a penalty. Another thing worth mentioning is Lala might actually get the inform, but it might be a right mid card. It might not be a right wing back card. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens with this one. Will EA include Lala? Will it be a right mid? Who knows? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, the final player on this page is Benfica's Grimaldo. He got himself a goal and an assist as Benfica won 6-2 against Braga. As you can imagine, with them winning 6-2, there are plenty of candidates to come from Benfica. So yeah, I do expect to see an inform from Benfica in Team of the Week 15. Up next is a potential silver inform. Harry Davies of Grimsby scored twice in a 4-0 win against Notts County. 2 goals and a clean sheet for a centre-back is very freaking impressive, and surely that deserves a spot in the upcoming Team of the Week. In the middle of the page is a potential inform Sane. Now this guy got himself a goal in a 3-1 win for Schalke against Stuttgart. Now before we continue, let me just say I am very unsure about this inform happening. I've actually gone for him because EA tend to be a bit more lenient when want-to-watch cards are involved, so that's the reason I'm going for him ahead of other Schalke players. So don't go buying loads of want-to-watch Sanes, because like I say, I'm not confident about this card happening. So if you buy a bunch, you're investing at your own risk. Anyway, the player on the end of this page is Valencia's Dani Parejo. He got himself a goal in a 2-1 win for Valencia. Now, the reason I've gone for this guy is because he got a very high match rating. If he doesn't get the inform, I think the Italian right back who plays for Valencia will get the inform instead. This next page features some interesting looking cards, so let's talk about them. On the left we have Andros Townsend. This guy got himself a goal in a 3-2 win for Crystal Palace against Manchester City. I just feel that Crystal Palace are going to get an inform in the upcoming Team of the Week since they beat Man City, and in the game Townsend scored an absolutely brilliant goal, and he also got man of the match, so that's why I've gone for him. In the middle of the page, we have Odjidja-Ofoe. I hope I've got his name right. He got himself a goal and 2 assists in a 4-1 win for his side. That would actually be a pretty nice cheap inform if it did indeed happen. The final player on this page is Mario Mandzukic. Now, let me just say, I'm not confident about this one happening. This is just a punt. So, Mario Mandzukic scored the only goal as Juventus beat Roma 1-0. Now, normally one goal wouldn't get someone as high rated as him an inform, especially a second inform, which this would be, but he got a pretty good match rating on Gotze. I believe he got one of the highest match ratings in Serie A, so that's why I've gone for Mandzukic. Like I've said, I'm not confident in that pick. It's a bit of a punt, so yeah, potentially a second inform Mandzukic in this week's Team of the Week. If Mandzukic doesn't get an inform, the right back Desiglia could get it instead. Moving on, this next page looks pretty damn good. On the left, we have Brooks of Bournemouth. Now, I will quickly point out that this card should be a right wing card, but I made a mistake when doing the graphics, and I'll be honest, I'm being a bit lazy, and I haven't gone back to change it, so apologies for that. But anyway, Brooks scored twice in a 2-0 win for Brighton. He also got a very good match rating, and he also featured in the Premier League Team of the Week, so he could get an inform this week. In the middle of the page, we have Aranguiz. He got 2 assists in a 3-1 win for Bayer Leverkusen against Hertha Berlin. Now, in this game, Kai Havertz scored twice, so he could get the inform instead, but since he recently got a Europa League card, I opted for Aranguiz instead. On the end of this page, we have Bayern Munich's Frank Ribery. He scored twice in a 3-0 win for Bayern Munich against Frankfurt, and that could be enough to see him get an inform in the upcoming Team of the Week. By the way, guys, in the comments, how much would you like to see a flashback Ribery card? And if they did a flashback Ribery card, what stats do you think it would have? Let me know in that comment section down below. Okay, so from here on out, we're only going to be talking about attacking players. Very attacking players. On this page, we've got all strikers. So let's start by talking about the Eredivisie striker, whose name is, I don't know if it's Kouas or Kouas. I'm going to go with Kouas. Hopefully I've got it right. Anyway, he got himself a goal and 2 assists in a 3-0 win. He got a very high match rating, and that's my reason for including him. This inform would be pretty cool if it happens, because it would be a position change inform. In the middle of this page, we have a potential second inform, Omar Al-Sommer. He scored a hat-trick in a 4-3 loss. That's right, his team actually lost, but this guy scored a hat-trick, so he could still get the inform, and he might get it. He might well get it. The final player on this page is Dwight Gayle. He scored a hat-trick in a 4-0 win against Rotherham. I'm pretty confident we'll see an informed Dwight Gayle this week, and it could actually be a very nice cheap inform if he does get it. On the penultimate page this week, we have 3 players who could feature on the reserves of Team of the Week 15. We've also got 3 players whose names I'm probably going to mispronounce. So, yeah, let's get into it. The first player we're going to talk about is Tekpetey, who got himself 3 goals and assist in his 6-2 win. So, yeah, 3 goals, 1 assist in a 6-2 win for this guy. Surely that guarantees a spot in the upcoming Team of the Week for him. In the middle of the page, we have Sibachu. He got himself 2 goals and 1 assist in a 4-0 win for Stade Rennais against Nîmes. And then finally, on the end, we have Testroet, who got himself a hat-trick in a 3-0 win against Union Berlin. I'd say it's pretty likely that these 3 players feature in the upcoming Team of the Week. If one of them doesn't, I imagine it would be Sibachu in the middle. I think he could miss out, but the other 2 should be guaranteed in my opinion, especially the player on the left, because yeah, 3 goals and an assist in a 6-2 win is very freaking impressive. So now we arrive on the final page of my Team of the Week 15 predictions, and on this page are 3 very good looking potential informs, but it's 3 potential informs that potentially might not happen, and I'll tell you why when we get into things. So yeah, let's do that. Jesse Lingard got 2 goals and 1 assist in a 5-1 win for Manchester United against Cardiff. Now, I believe he played on the right, so this would be a position change inform, which is nice. If Lingard doesn't get the inform this week, another player who could get it is Paul Pogba. He got 2 assists in that same match. If EA really want to, juice Team of the Week 15 up, they could include an inform Pogba. In the middle of this page is a potential second inform, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He scored twice in a 3-1 win for Arsenal against Burnley. Now, I'm very unsure about this inform happening, to be honest, and if this Team of the Week wasn't being released on the week of Christmas, then I probably wouldn't have included Aubameyang, but he would be a good way to promote packs, so EA might include him, but I'm not confident about Aubameyang featuring at all. If Aubameyang doesn't get it, Kolasinac could. He got an assist, and he also got man of the match in Arsenal's win. The final player on this page is a potential inform Son. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Kieron, he's just had a Footmas card. I know, we're going to talk about that. So, Son scored twice and got an assist as Tottenham beat Everton 6-2. Son also got man of the match in this game. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe he played up top as a striker with Harry Kane. And if EA are going to give Son an inform, the only way I think they'll do it is by it being a striker card and it also being 86 rated, the same as the Footmas card. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. But if inform Son does happen, I do believe it'll stay as an 86 rated card, the same rating as the Footmas, but it will be a position change inform. With Tottenham winning by such a big scoreline, I do expect them to get an inform in the upcoming Team of the Week, and the only real other option other than Son is Harry Kane, who scored twice. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty hard to leave Son out, even with him recently getting that Footmas card. Anyway guys, those are my predictions for the upcoming Team of the Week. Let me know your thoughts on what you've just seen in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with any of my picks? Who do you think I've missed out? Let me know all that good stuff in the comment section. If you could leave a like on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.